Hello, hi everyone. This is Coach Ben here. So today in this video tutorial, I'm going to actually show you guys how to use this free program called PhotoFuse. All right. So this app can actually help you to edit your photos to get a very nice, crisp white background for your Amazon main images. So let's begin. So the first thing that you need to do is obviously to sign up for this free account. So you go to photofuse.com, and over here, you can just enter any username, put in a password, and just put in your email address and click on sign up. And that's all. That's all you need to do. And you will actually sign up for the free account already. So when you come to this page, just click on home so that you will go back to the PhotoFuse dashboard where you can start using this tool. All right. So the first thing that we're going to do is we want to create our album and then also upload photos. So over here, you can see, click on new album, and then you can actually rename this particular album to what you like. And then we can go to batch upload. So you can actually upload many photos at one time and do your editing one shot. All right. So click on batch upload and then upload photos. And then choose the photos that you want to upload. And then once the uploading is done, just click on done and we can start to PhotoFuse. Okay, so I'll be showing you a live demo. So when you see this page, just click on the image that you want to start with. And then you will actually see this set of tools that you can use to do your PhotoFuse. Okay, so just take note over here. If you want to continue PhotoFusing, then you got to actually click Fuse Next Photo so that you have the option to continue on to the next photo. If not, it would just, you would need to go back to the first page and then, you know, choose the other image again. So take note of this option that you need to choose over here. All right, so let me do a live demo for you guys to have a look at this amazing tool. Let me change to my... Okay, so I've actually uploaded these photos over here. And I'm going to start with this jeans photo over here, all right? Okay, so why do I want to show you this jeans photo is because when we use PhotoFuse, we want to make sure that our image is actually, our item is actually behind a white or black background. If it's going to be a brown or other backgrounds, then it's going to be a little bit harder to do it. It's still possible, but it's just going to be a little bit harder. So let me just show you, go through what are the tools in PhotoFuse. You have this thing called the magic highlighter, okay? And you have the standard highlighter. So what it does is you're going to highlight the parts of the photo that you would like to keep. And the rest of it is going to be a white background, okay? Then we have an eraser. So let's say if you did not highlight properly, like maybe overdid the highlighting, you can actually erase it. You can also crop the photo, all right? Crop the photo, rotate for easy editing. And you can also undo, okay? And then you also can zoom, okay? So just keep clicking the zoom button to zoom and then click all the way back to just the normal zoom size, okay? Then let's say if you have you didn't do your highlighting well and you want to redo it, you can just click on clear highlight and then you will start from the original state again. Okay, so let me just show you how we can do this photo editing. So we will use the magic highlighter. So it's magic because it will actually help you find the edges of this particular product that you, I mean, this particular image that you want to, you know, edit. So you can see over here, when I click on my mouse, left click, you can see that what it's doing is actually it's trying to look for the edges of this image. So what I want to do actually, let me start again. What I want to do is I want to go around the images, I mean the edges of this particular picture, so that the magic highlighter actually follows roughly to where I want it to look for the edges for. Okay, so just go around the edges, and then there you are. Okay, done. So why I did not do these parts over here is because if I were to, you can see what happens, right? It will actually, it could actually highlight more than what I want it to highlight. Okay, so let me do it again. Just go by the edges. Okay, and then just go through the whole picture, through the edge. Okay, you can see that if you push back and forth, it will actually try to find some of the edges. Then when I reach the last part over here, I just want to be slow and careful not to overdo it. And there you go. It almost has covered all the edges that that this image is on. And then I will use the manual highlighter to actually just touch up on the parts that were not covered before. Okay. And then you guys can see over here, there's a small preview image. So if we click on it, for a larger preview, you actually need to pay for it. So I don't think it's necessary. This image is more than enough for me to decide whether it's good enough. So over here, we have actually left out a small portion. So what we can do, you can see we can adjust our cursor size to something that is more appropriate. So I can just highlight it over here. And also, if you want to be more precise, you can actually zoom and then maybe make it smaller. Okay, and then I'll highlight it this way. Okay, this way. Okay, and then, of course, there are some parts that has been over highlighted. So what I want to do is I want to erase them. So I click on the erase, and I can erase these parts over here because I do not want them to be included in the white background. I just want the jeans to be included in the white background. Okay, so over here, just a little bit, just trim it down, all the way down. Okay, now if you want to have a shortcut, like let's say if you're highlighting, okay, so this portion is part of the jeans. If you're highlighting and then also you want to remove, just simply do a right click, it's actually a shortcut. So you can use this right click on your mouse, click on it and drag so that you can just erase all the parts that you do not want to be in the white background, and then fill up the parts that you want it to be in. Okay, so for these parts over here, okay, so it's a bit too big, so I need to make it smaller. Okay, so just do the right click, I can erase all these parts over here. Okay, so basically you guys know what I mean. Okay, get it done. Okay, so from here, go back to the original size. Then we can take a look at the preview photo over here. Looks not bad, but we shall review it later on. So what you can do is also you can adjust the brightness. So if you want it to be a little bit brighter, maybe I think for this, okay, this looks good. Okay, so this is where your background clarity is. So 100% is going to be full white. Sensitivity, I'll talk about it later. And then that's it, finish. So make sure to click Fuse Next Photo so that it will bring you to the next photo for you to edit. So let's click on Finish and we go to the next photo. Okay, so in the next photo over here, you can see that I actually want to make this white product actually stand out. So what I did is I actually put a black background to it. But of course, sometimes when you take a photo of your product, there are like many other background items like your wires or other paper, over there. So let's just rotate it to how I want it to be. And then, okay. And then we start to use the magic highlighter, maybe not too big because it's a small item. And then we go around the edges. Okay, so we'll go around the edges for it to, you know, look for this, I guess the magic highlighter finds the same color of what you have actually chosen. So you'll find the edges, okay, all the way at the bottom also. And you don't have to worry that much because we have a nice black background, and we are also looking for black background, okay? So the background is actually controlled by this part over here. You can see that if I want it to be flat, maybe gray background or like natural background. But actually what I want is a white or black background. So sometimes I'm not sure why. Usually if it's a black background already, it will show a black background. But if it doesn't, you can just actually do a small, you know, or actually it's this setting over here. Yeah. Okay, so you get a black background on this white image, which actually makes your product stand out even more. Okay, so we can click on finish and we'll start to fuse the next photo. Okay, so for this, it's the opposite. It's a black product using a white background. So same thing, I'm going to use the magic highlighter, not too big. Okay, okay. And then I'm just going to follow the edges. Okay, so you can see this magic highlighter is actually just, you just click it slowly and it will just creep down to all the parts that they feel that is the edges, which is obviously by knowing the color of what you have chosen. All right, now, so there's some parts here that has been over highlighted. So what you're going to do is just erase it off. Okay, and you can see the image over here. That's a preview image. So I feel that maybe it's a little bit too bright at this portion. I can make it a little bit darker. Okay, that's good. So I have a nice black image with a nice clear white background without all this disturbance over here, this black wires over here. Okay. Okay, now let's go to the last photo. So for the last photo, you know, some of us might encounter this situation whereby it is a very thin object, and then we would like to create a nice white background. I mean, even if you use Photoshop, it might take some time. So with Photo Fuse, what you can do because of the magic highlighter, let's make it a smaller. Okay, with the magic highlighter, this product actually is all black color, right? So what I want to do is I want to choose this black part over here so that the magic highlighter knows where to go to do its job. So I'm just going to move around here, okay? And then I'm just going to move up slowly. As you can see, I'm not moving anywhere. I'm just moving up and down on this black color. I mean, this spot over here. And the magic highlighter is actually, oops, I accidentally clicked on the right click button, but it's okay. So I just continue. You can see it follows the whole image. Okay, it's done. So from here, we can see that in the preview image, because maybe these portions over here, these parts over here are very thin. So what we want to do is we want to increase the sensitivity of it detecting an item over there. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to increase it and see whether we can slowly see the image. So it's starting to appear. Okay. Maybe 4. No. Now you can see like the whole image over here. It seems like it doesn't require much editing. I mean, I can see a little bit of shadows over here. So I'm just going to clean it up a little. This one is quite simple. Just clean it up a little. Over here also. Okay, I can zoom for me to just easily do it. You can clean up. You can use a smaller cursor also. It's fine. Now these parts over here, let me check. So there's some shadows over here that I do not want to have. We'll just remove it, make it smaller. Okay, so this one. So now it's at a sensitivity level of 4. So it's going to be very sensitive in terms of picking up what you want to be shown. We can make it more sensitive by putting to level 5. Let's have a look at the preview over here. So there's some parts over here which I do not want to have the shadows also. So I can just, remove these highlighted parts over here. Just be very careful. This part here seems a little bit with some shadows also. Let me just remove it. So if you overdone it, you can just put it back. Okay. So now it looks, I think it looks quite all right. But not to worry, you can edit it later on also. I know this preview is a little bit small, but it's okay. And I'll just have it a little bit brighter so that, maybe like this. Okay. Okay, so we can click on finish. And there you have 4 photos being edited to a white background within just maybe less than 10 minutes. Okay, so you can click over here where you can actually look at the photos that you have done. So let's take a look at the first one. Wow, it looks perfect. I mean, the edges and everything, it really stands out. So you can just click download, and then you will be able to use this photo in a JPEG form. Okay, the next one over here, the jeans photo. So you can see what I meant by, if it's not a white background, then you will actually have more trouble. You need to actually do more accurate editing. So if you still want to edit, you can actually just click on the image to edit further. So we can try to edit this image further. Maybe we use a smaller one, and then we just go even nearer to the edge so that, it doesn't, it takes away all the brown parts of this photo over here. Let's just try if it works. If we are very, very near the edge. Okay, maybe a bit too much. Oops. Okay, like this. Okay, and then just go to finish. And let's see how does it look like. So it's processing. Let's have a look if there's a difference. Meanwhile, while we are waiting for it, okay. So, not that fantastic. I mean, if it's a white background, maybe if a jeans is on a white carpet, and then you do editing, of course it will look better. But as you can see, you adjusted the brightness, the colors, and everything. This whole picture from what it was originally really stands out. Okay, so we can download it, and then we have a look at this white background. It looks really perfect also. Download. And then for this cables, yeah, you can see that there are still some shadows over here. So what we can do, just click to edit. So maybe the sensitivity is a little bit too high because it picked up the shadow portion. So we just switch it to 4. And then we can just, since we can do some editing, so we'll just clean it up a little bit so that we will have a nice, perfect photo. I think that was the part that we need to clean up. Okay. Okay, looks maybe a bit more over here. Okay, let's have a look. Finish. Okay, so it's processing. It's probably quite soon it's done. Okay, let's have a look at it now. So I've adjusted the sensitivity level. I mean, yeah, we still can see some parts over here that requires further editing. But I guess you guys know what I mean by that you can actually go back, click on the image, and then, you know, further cut away those portions that you want to clean up, you know. Maybe the sensitivity, maybe it's a bit too sensitive. We can put it to 3. And then if that's the case for this part, we can actually do a little bit more highlight over here, you know, so that although it's not so sensitive, but when you do a bigger highlight of the portion, it actually gets it in. So maybe just to make sure that the shadows are not so clear. Yeah, I think this is okay. Then we click on finish. Let's have a look. So these are some hacks or tricks that you can try out on your own to get the perfect image for your main image on Amazon. Okay, so let's have a look now. You can see that it looks so much cleaner right now because I adjusted the sensitivity. It actually picks up this really nice black wires against the white background. Okay, so download. Okay, so let's see. So once you download, you can actually see you have already a saved file of the photo, and then you can just upload it into your Amazon account. So that's all for me today. I hope you guys like this sharing, and thank you. Bye-bye.